How's it going? This is Christian from the CirkitsVR team of Spring 2024. I am going to be walking through some of the updates that we've done to the CirkitsVR project from last semester. One of the updates is this image, obviously, from the wall here. Originally, it was an Oculus 2 controller. It is the HTC Vive controller now. The reason we changed that is because in the developer room in Salazar and in Makerspace, we have HTC Vive. So just based off of these, you can see the new controls. We do still have controls for the Oculus Quest 2, which we should still add an image on the left here. But for now, this is the HTC Vive. One of the features that we added was to highlight. It highlights any of the components on the circuits table. One of the reasons why we did that was because we added the feature of point to grab. So point to grab, you just point at the component that you want to grab, hit the trigger grab. You can actually place it down as well from a distance. Now you don't have to go up to the actual component to grab it or go up to the circuit to place it down. You can still point to the switch to turn it on and off. You can see it's still working there. Gonna move down here. Another feature that was implemented in the past was the widget, or that's what we call it, but it is the internal photo of these gates. Each one of these gates has it. They are just a placeholder before we actually get real images for the internals of these. This circuit still works the same. Just turn that on. Has an XOR. This should light up. Continue here to this side. As we progress, the circuit does get bigger. This was implemented in the past as well. One of the things I forgot to mention was the color change for the gates. You can see this is, I believe, like a red on the left for the NOT gate, a orange for the XOR, and green for the AND gate, and blue for the OR gate. Just as before, you can still grab these. You can place them down. Well, when you don't place it anywhere, it does drop right in front of you. You can just grab it and pick it up and put it there. You can't grab with the left anymore, so it's all the mechanics for grabbing and placing are on the right controller. Place that there. You can switch that. You can see it's working. You can flip this guy. You can see that works as well. We'll move on here. Talk a little bit more about what we integrated into this project. This table was the same as before. You just place these guys down. You can use these guys, turn them on. You can see the circuit changes. This was implemented before, like I said. One of the biggest things that we've done was this grid wall here. So this is kind of what the client wanted mostly, was to pretty much have a free-for-all in comparison to like CirkitVR, where you can place gates, wires, switches anywhere on a grid to create your own circuit. To better do this, we actually implemented a menu where you can actually spawn the switches, the bulbs, or the LEDs, the cables, or any of the gates. We'll go ahead and do this with the switch. You can spawn them all at the same time if you like. Place that on the wall. Place that guy there. Place that guy at the end. And just by placing them without having to do anything with the controllers to reference them, they automatically overlap and it turns on. You can see the reflection of the light on the ground. Unfortunately, right now, all we have is the references from a switch to a wire, and from a wire to an LED bulb. We would like to implement these references into the gates. There just wasn't enough time. We can actually, another feature that we actually added that I forgot to mention was the delete. You just point and press, and then it'll delete them. So if you have a bunch of gates, you can just get rid of all the gates, or you can actually go on here and press the restart button. Before we do that, before I show you that feature, I can just show you that all these actually attach to the wall as well, as long as it's in one of the crosshairs here. It'll attach there. You can attach the cables. As you can see, it doesn't line up perfectly. That is something we would like to work on. Even with there being overlap, there should still be able to get references from each other. Unfortunately, we haven't done that with the gates, like I said. Keep building this circuit. Oh, place it over there. Place that guy there. Place this guy here. You can add switches. This is a simple circuit, just like the one from one of the tables earlier. And then you can just do a bulb. This is just for simplicity, just to show you what can be built. You can actually add more, bigger circuits, more switches, more LEDs at the end. But pretty much this is what we have implemented. I'll show you how to restart. You just click on the restart there, and it sends you right back to the beginning. Everything has been put back to the same spot as it originally was. We can open this, we can walk through so you can see that everything was put back. Everything is set up. There's nothing on the wall anymore. Yep, that's pretty much it. Thank you.